Want to know the tea when people first see you and what they think about you? Then you want to know all about your rising sign.
I got a bed for you, bed for you. Switch it up and show me your position. A transformer, you should know that I won't take you out. Or take it out. I got much more than just a bank account. Now lay it down.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Baby J, Jalen the Alien, the Zodiac Queen, Mystic Mommy. Mystic Mommy. Yeah, that's right. Do y'all see this onesie? It has Mystic Mommy written all over it. I'm so excited to announce that I'm going to be dropping some merch. I'm going to be dropping some clothing, some apparel, and my own crystal shop. So excited. It's going to be dropping online. It's going to be the spot to get all your metaphysical goodies, so all the incense, okay, all the crystals, all the herbs, you name it, we're going to have it. If you want to be notified as soon as my crystal shop drops online and all the other updates when it comes to my upcoming things, get some discounts and everything, definitely subscribe to my email list in the link down below and you'll be notified ASAP. And we're not gonna blow your email or anything. We're just gonna let you know the deets and the tea, and that's on period. But today we are going to talk about the tea, your rising sign, and the importance of rising signs. I've never talked about rising signs on my channel, and today is just a perfect day to do so. Today we're going to be talking about rising signs. And if you don't know anything about astrology, I bet you do know your sun sign, because if you were born August 14th, that means you're a Leo. If you were born, I don't know, like October 5th, that means you're a Libra. But you have other signs. There are other planets in the solar system, and those other planets are also a part of your birth chart, which is so key and so important, okay? And one of the most important things of your birth chart is your rising sign. It basically sets up your whole entire chart. Without your rising sign, you will not be able to know your houses and all types of stuff. You got to know the rising sign. You can calculate it down below using the link in the description box or in the comment that I'm going to pin at this video. And just remember that the rising sign is really going to be the mask that you wear when people meet you. When people first see you, they don't really know about you. They're always going to meet your rising sign first. It's kind of like your first impression that you have on people. For me personally, I find that I can guess people's rising signs way better than I can actually guess people's sun signs when I'm like first meeting people one-on-one, because your rising sign is all over your face. It's all over your face, it's all over your body, and it is also a part of your personality. Your midheaven is going to be your reputation out in the world. Like you guys looking at me right now on this screen, this is my midheaven. You are seeing my midheaven live and in action. This is kind of like your career, your persona, okay? It's your public image. But your rising sign is more of that personal personality and first impression. And also remember, any planets in the first house or any planets that aspect your ascendant are going to play a huge role in the way that you're also perceived. If you have Pluto in your first house, you could be super like, I don't know, Gemini rising, but that Pluto in the first house is going to really make it a little bit more intense. Definitely just keep these things in mind and get deeper into astrology, because I mean, why wouldn't you? It's the best thing ever. So let's just start with Aries. So Aries, when people first meet you, this is what they think about you. And I'm gonna like reflect back on Aries people, Aries rising people that I know. My dad's an Aries rising. This guy that I was in a film with, like this movie thing that I did for my college friend, he was an Aries rising too. And like, something about you guys come off so strong, like for real. You know, Aries is that fire energy, it's that Martian energy, and it's fierce. It's like as soon as the Aries talks and speaks and walks, you just know that they're an Aries rising or they have some Aries in their chart. How you come off to people, you come off very bold. You guys are like it's Martian, it's fire energy, it's right there, it's in your face. You guys are very bold And you might think like, no, there's no way, I don't talk that much, or maybe you do talk that much, whatever the case is, but your presence is bold, it's confident, it's very masculine, and like you can be like a woman or whatever, you can identify as whatever you want, but masculine energy, anyone can wear it, anyone can hold it. But how you first like meet people, you meet people in a very masculine way. It's very on, you know what I'm saying? When people are interacting with you, they feel your energy. It's like very potent, it's fire. You can feel it burning your freaking face off. And the eyes, the gaze that they have, very intense gaze, very intense eyes, not quite like the Scorpio, but in a very just present type of stare. And you know, when someone looks in your eyes, it's kind of like they're giving off this sign that says I'm confident, that says I am in tune with myself, I'm in tune with my body, I'm in tune with who I am. And you guys just walk with this certain level of physique and confidence. And let's not even talk about your body. For the most part, Aries risings, you guys do usually have a nice body, quote unquote. Like, maybe you're physically fit, maybe you're physically active, okay, maybe you do whatever, like you do something that really has your body in shape. You guys just, and some people with Aries rising, you guys cannot like work out at all and still your body is just on fleek. And that's just kind of that Mars energy, because Mars is kind of talking about this energy that's about hustle, that's about how you actually channel your aggression, how you channel your sexuality. So that energy is also oozing through your persona. Like literally, you guys are very intense, and not intense in like a, you know, secretive way, but very bold in your face. People feel you when they see you, people feel you when you look at you. You're memorable, you're a natural leader. You when people see you walking around, they think that you run the place. Like if you're at like an event, people are going to automatically assume that you are the head or one of the leaders of that event, whatever the case is, because you have this strong aura about you. You know what I mean? Something I also notice about Aries risings, you're always on go. On go. These are the type of people, how you come off, it's like it's like you're the type of person, or people perceive you to be the type of person that if they just say something like, hey guys, let's go down the street, yeah, the Aries rising person is gonna be like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. They don't want to waste any time. You guys don't want to waste any time. This is the perspective that you're going on in life, and this is how you view your life. Y'all don't waste no time. Y'all get right to it. Y'all can be very impulsive. You come off a little bit impulsive, but it's very fun. You know what I'm saying? You're on go. You're not hesitating. You know, you're not hesitating. You're the type of person that's going to be on go. And on the negative side, you can be very on go on the negative. So like you can be not like you're about to fight, but it's like you can come off a little bit aggressive sometimes. Like I know my dad, like I don't know if it's just because he's from New York or whatever the case is, but no, he's not. He's an Aries rising, an Aries moon, and an Aries sun. My dad goes from 0 to 100 so quick, like legit so quick. And I think Aries energy just does that. So I think you guys naturally, you could be like a little bit aggressive. If somebody like does some off stuff, you're gonna actually say something about it. And I think that's also the confidence that's seeping in your aura as well. You're not gonna be afraid to tell people like it is. You're not gonna be afraid to stand up for yourself. You're like, you just got that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like you with it. Aries rising people also tend to be very attractive because, like I said, this is Martian energy. Martian energy is about sexuality and like stuff of that nature. So you guys have that on your body. Like you guys just kind of ooze that, you know, sex appeal like quite naturally, you know what I'm saying? And I also notice that you guys can like have this tendency to like dominate the conversation, or like be more likely to cut someone off, or just kind of just like, yeah, like no, like this is what's going on, like, you know what I'm saying? Just very like boom, boom, boom. Or at least that's how you come off to people. That's what people would assume to be true about you once they start interacting with your vibe, interacting with your aura. And I also noticed that Aries rising people can be quite opinionated. It's like you guys are quite opinionated. You know what you're talking about, and you speak about it very eloquently. Like you know what you're talking about, you know what you're saying, and you're not afraid to tell people how you truly feel. And I love that about you guys. But this is kind of the vibe that you guys give off when it comes to it. Like I just see somebody standing tall in a room and everybody's just like, yeah, they're the boss, period. So when it comes to Taurus risings, this is how you come off. Taurus rising people, first of all, this sign is ruled by Venus. Venus. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, and luxury. So when it comes to you guys, this is how you come off. This is how people view you. This is the first impression. People are either going to see you probably two different ways and sometimes both. Taurus risings, like I said, it's about the materials. It's about the stubbornness. It's about kind of like the nice things and stuff of that nature. It's earth, okay? It's an earth sign. We love it. We can touch it, feel it, smell it. It's here. It's in our face. Earth, we can grab it. So when it comes to Taurus risings, people think that you're very cozy. You can be very cozy because naturally Taurus risings, they love looking at things. They love aesthetics, right? You guys naturally love like aesthetics. I know a lot of Taurus risings, when they first start getting comfortable with you, they're very touchy-feely. They love to touch your materials and stuff of that nature. So people can find you kind of warm in that way. And also people can also view you as this person that could be very chill. You just come off very chill, cool, calm, and collected. You know what I'm saying? You chillin', nothing is like really swaying you too much. You solid, you feel me? You solid. You come off as somebody who is, going to be incredibly, it's like you don't have to worry about this person switching up. You don't come off like a person that could switch up. You seem like somebody who's cool, down for the vibes, and they're gonna be your friend. Like, you don't give no fake vibes. You don't give off any fake vibes. And also, on the other hand, you could have somebody who can come off very like rich. Like, you guys can come off very rich in certain cases. Even if you you just look rich. You look like you have money. You look like you have your life together. You know what I'm saying? Because Taurus is about the materials. So some of y'all could be having nice things, or just the aura, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk like you ain't got no problems. And when you walk like you don't got no problems, it just seems like, oh yeah, they got it all together. They got some money, honey. They good. They don't got to worry about nothing. They spiritually all together. Period. Says the Taurus moon right here. But seriously, you guys come off with this very chill vibe. Like, you don't really got to worry about nothing. It's cool. And some of y'all could be a little bit more materialistic. So some people can view you as a little bit materialistic. Like, maybe you're the type of person that could look somebody and can clock like, oh, you got that from this brand and that brand. You might mention that, or that could be something that just arrives on your mind. You're just kind of like, you can just pick out those little things in that type of way, because this is Earth. We care about when it's an Earth sign, we care about what's right in front of us. And speaking of that, you guys can have a very earthy, sultry, sensual type of vibe, like I was saying before. You guys can come off extremely just beautiful in that way, because this is Venus we're talking about. Venus is the sign, Venus is the planet of love, beauty, nice things, and attraction. Taurus is about pleasure. So you guys just seem like you have a really nice life. And that could be true, that could be not true, but that's what you seem like when you introduce yourself to people. You seem like you have a really nice life, you enjoy life, you know how to really enjoy the finer things in life. And I think that's the kind of vibe that you give off. And in some cases, we can even see the Taurus rising coming off as like a cheapskate. Not like, it's kind of like you be the type of person that's like, how much is that? Like, what is that? Like, if you're the type of person that's kind of like worried about money all the time, people could be like, oh, this person, like, they really worried about money. Like, money is just like on their, like, you just seem like money is on your mind, you know what I mean? Like, and then in other ways, this can even manifest as like practicality. You could come off as a very practical person, a very practical, somebody who doesn't just like skim over the details. You really take your time with things, and people kind of see this about you, and this actually makes people more willing to trust you, because like, oh, this person doesn't really rush things. This person actually like takes their time, and people actually value that when it comes to how you come off to other people when you first meet you and stuff like that. So yeah, you just look like a hard worker. You look like a hard worker, someone sturdy, they on the grind, and that's on period. Okay, so when it comes to the Gemini risings, you guys just seem, what's the word? You guys come off to people just very fun, very fun. You just seem like very fun people. People just want to get to know you, and you just seem like a very interesting person, because Gemini is giving us that mercurial energy, and mercurial energy is kind of giving us like this smart, intelligent vibe. But I notice a lot of Gemini risings, they also have this like funny, witty, clever, fast, sarcastic mind thing about them too. So people are like really entertained by your presence. Like you actually have the type of personality that can actually entertain people, and you have a gift when it comes to communication, whether you know this or not. People, like when they see you and then when they start talking to you, they just find you to be a very good person when it comes to communication, somebody who's sociable, somebody who's a good social networker, somebody who knows how to get the job done, somebody who's very interesting to talk to and easy to talk to. You don't come off like the type of person that's going to be super boring when they get on the phone. You come off as the type of person that knows how to talk, knows how to converse, and knows how to have a good time. Because Gemini is kind of like this like fun, flirty, flingy, here 1 minute, gone 1 minute thing. It's like you're just like really fun people. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, you come off as very curious people. And like Aries, you guys can also come off as on go. It's like you on go. Like when somebody offers to do something new or to try some new stuff, you're going to be the type of person that's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, why not? Why not? And I've actually seen this in full action, and it's so funny. Like I know this Gemini rising. I've seen this with other people too. You'll have like 2 answers for the thing, but then the other side of you will just be like, yeah, let's do it. Like for example, if somebody says, oh yeah, let's go to the mall, you're gonna be like, do I want to do that? You're gonna be like, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I do. And then it's like this, there's like this like flip-floppy thing, but it's like quirky. It's like fun, it's quirky, and you end up just doing the fun thing anyway, because I think naturally you just want to explore things. I have this one astrology friend that's a Gemini rising, and he's really good at communicating, and he loves talking. He loves to talk. You guys love to talk. You guys love to share your ideas. You guys love to share different perspectives. You like to come up with you like to engage and just have like different point of views and perspectives on things, and just really fun people to talk to and can communicate with. And a lot of the times you guys can look way younger than what you could like perceive to be. A Gemini rising, you guys could be one age, but you can just look so much younger, because you know the Gemini energy is kind of like that young, fresh face energy. It's kind of like having fun, not taking anything too serious energy. So you guys just have like this youth to you. Like I have Mercury and Gemini on my 7th house, and the people I tend to attract in my life you guys look so young. It's like you look so young, you know what I'm saying? But you guys could be old, which is good with age. You know, you guys gonna age like fine wine, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't crack. Whatever you are, it don't crack. It's not cracking. I would also say on the negative, you guys can come off a bit flaky. Like people could kind of perceive you like, can we trust this person? I don't know. It's like people can look at you and be like, I don't know, it just seems too good to be true. And like, I know that's not fair to perceive you as that, but that could just be one way that this energy can manifest itself. But all in all, you guys just come off very smart people all around. You know, it seems like you know a lot of information. It's like you could know absolutely nothing, but the way that you speak and the way that you carry yourself, people think that you know everything in existence, because you just have that confidence in the way that you communicate your ideas to other people, and just, yeah, you just seem very open. You have an open aura. Like if I was gonna visually see your aura, I see this big, bright, open, like yellow, orangey aura, and that's kind of what I see, and that's kind of how you come off. So when it comes to the Cancer risings, this is how you come off to other people. And you know, it's funny, I actually have one of my favorite professors in college. She has a Cancer rising, and you would think like when you're first getting to know her that she's like super nice. She seems super nurturing. She seems like the type of person who cares, but then like the other sides of her come out, and she's like, no, she don't play no games. But when you first come off into people, it's like you have a really beautiful way of making everyone feel included. It's like Cancer energy is just really good at building communities, building like friendships, like really being able to care for other people. You're the type of person where people are going to peep you, kind of making sure that everyone feels included in the group, or everyone feels included in the outing. You guys naturally are just very nurturing people. And not just nurturing in the way that's kind of like you want to smother people and mother and baby people, but yeah, that's a thing. But also just nurturing that you just care about others. Like naturally, I think you guys are just, you come off very empathic, you know, like you also come off very intuitive. It's kind of like, you know, right off the bat what's happening, what's going on. You know the tea on the people that's around you. This is like water. This is the moon. The moon is this energy that really is this intuitive, divine, feminine energy. So honestly, some of y'all even come off like a goddess. Okay, awaken your inner goddess. Check it out. But like, some of you guys really do come off as this like goddess, divine, mother, yeme, ya type energy. You feel me? Where it's kind of like you just come off very just feminine, and not in a way that's like demeaning or anything, but you know, because you could be a guy with a Cancer rising, but you're just powerful. The feminine energy is powerful. It's magnetic. It draws people to you, and it just knows all. So you guys are just very powerful, magnetic people. You know how to pull people in, and you know how to really create a family for yourself, and to really create that soul tribe feeling that is like unmatched and unbeatable, yo. Like, you guys just have that way about you, and it's very seductive. Even like, you guys could be a little bit seductive in your own way, but like I said, at the end of the day, you guys come off as very caring people and just very friendly people in general when you want to, because sometimes you also can, there is a dark side of the moon too. So like, you guys can also be a little moody sometimes, and you know, also a little bit changeable, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the moon is always changing phases, so you guys could be a little moody, a little bit changeable, going through the flow, going through the motions, you know what I'm saying? But at least you're very real and authentic about how you feel, and I think people appreciate that about you. They're like, oh, she's not going to be the type of person, or he's not going to be the type of person that's going to fake it till you make it. You're going to like let people know where you're coming from, and I think people like appreciate that about you, or dislike that about you at the same time, because some people are going to be like, no, you need to act like you care, or you need to act like you want to be here, and you're just not going to act like you want to be here. So you're very real. You're a real person. You come off very real, and you really say it like it is. And like I said, there's two sides to that moon. So you're either gonna get the side that's going or the side that's gonna help you out. So yeah, that's kind of how you come off, Cancer rising. Rawr, Leo rising. Okay, so yeah, the dude that I'm dating right now, he has a Leo rising, and my cousin's a Leo rising, my sister's a Leo rising. Like, first things first, when I look at this man's face, like when I look at my freaking dude's face, I look at his face, right? And I swear, I don't know if it's just my clairvoyance or whatever, but I legit see his face turn into a cat. Like, he dead look like a lion. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, I swear on everything, I look into this man's face for a little too long, and I literally see this man like turn into a lion. Like, he just looks like a lion. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And like I said, that could be my clairvoyance popping out, or whatever the case is, but this is how you come off to people. This is how people view you. You look majestic. You look like a lion. You look strong. You look powerful. You look ferocious sometimes. It's almost like you just have this way about you that just screams, I am the king, I am the queen, and that's on period. You have a confidence to you. You have a bright, bold, sacral, you know, orange aura all around you. You are just this confident, creative person. That's how you come off. At least you come off as the type of person that is creative. You come off like you're the type of person that knows how to create something out of nothing. You come off like the type of person where you almost seem famous. You naturally just look like you famous. Like, you're the type of person that's walking down the street and somebody gonna be like, yo, like, is that person probably got 10 million followers on Instagram, because you just look like you somebody. And the hair, you know, I'm a Leo. I got a lot of Leo energy in my chart. Naturally, the Leo risings always have, like, y'all are known, y'all are famous for the big hair. Either big hair or nice hair, or something about your hair, your mane, your lion's mane, just like pops out. It just pops out, and you guys just shine when it comes to the big locks, or just your hair. Like, the way that you rock your hair is something that really stands out about you guys. And like I said, this is queendom. This is kingdom. You guys come off like people that are like talented. And on the negative side, you can come off like you're somebody who could be a little bit arrogant, but a lot of time that's just people projecting their own insecurities onto you, unless you really are like a an a-hole, you know what I'm saying? Unless you really are like an arrogant a-hole. But a lot of times people are just gonna like give you this energy sometimes because they're just jealous. But don't worry about it. You're just shining too hard. You know, you rule by the sun, baby. Like, you're ruled by the sun. You shine. You are a celebrity. You're a shining star. You look glamorous, okay? You look glamorous. You look good. You look like something about you just pops out. Whether it's the way that you dress, the way that you speak, the way that you talk, the way that your hair looks like, whatever the case is, something about you is just bold and out there like a king or a queen, and that's on period. You guys look red. You red. You guys look good when you're wearing the color red, or like something regal like purple. Like, you guys just like, that's how you come off, you know what I'm saying? You come off like you're just the king and the queen of the jungle. It's the charisma for me, okay? It is, like, period. You seem like the type of person where people just want to invite you out to the event or to invite you out into the party because you just seem like a really fun person, you know what I'm saying? And when you really step into your confidence, naturally you just have this way about you that just pulls people in. And that's what you guys come off as. Okay, so when it comes to Virgo rising energy, this is interesting energy because, you know, a lot of you guys can come off like you have it all together. And I know some of y'all gonna be down in the comments like, girl, what are you talking about? My life is in shambles. And some of y'all are gonna be like, girl, you're right, I do got it all together, period. But that's just like how you guys come off naturally, like male or female. You guys have this way about you that just screams, I have it together. Because this is Mercury energy, this is intelligent, mercurial, fast-paced, fast-thinking energy. It's efficient, you know what I'm saying? You come off like you're an efficient human being. You know what to do. You know where to go. You are the responsible one, okay? You seem like you are the responsible one. You seem like you are the classy one. You seem like somebody who is accomplished, like somebody who gets stuff done, okay? This is the element of earth. Earth is grounded. You can feel it, touch it, smell it, and everything. It's right here in front of us. And that's what it seems like you guys care about. It seems like you guys care about what is in front of you and what work that needs to be done. You guys seem like the type of people that are about their bag. You come off like you rich, or you come off like you're hardworking or smart working, better yet. You seem like a very intelligent person that really is somebody that you go to when you need to figure some things out, because you guys have that mercurial energy about you that's just like, yeah, we're gonna figure it out, we're gonna handle it, I got this, I handle it. You guys seem like somebody who's confident in your abilities, okay? And if you don't seem confident in your abilities, you could come off as somebody who could be a little bit shy or closed off, or somebody who's not that interested. But when you kind of open up or warm up, then people get to see kind of like your quirky side. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of you guys, you can have like a lot of energy to you, like either a lot of sexual energy or a lot of fun energy. But at first you guys seem to like close it off. But as soon as people get to know you and you feel like the vibe with the person, it's like you open up and you become this like quirky individual that everyone loves and everybody's kind of attracted to in that type of way. You know what I'm saying? But you just seem like very sarcastic, funny. You know what I'm saying? Sarcastic, funny. The way that you dress could be like, you can dress kind of like wholesome, or you can dress kind of like professional, or not super professional, but like classy, you know, classy. Like, you just look like you got money. You just look like you going to do something important. You know what I'm saying? You seem like a busy person. You could be someone who doesn't do anything all day long, but how you come off to people, how you talk, how your body moves, how your aura moves, you just seem like somebody who has something to do. You don't seem like somebody who's just like, you know, sleeping all day. You come off as somebody who has something to do. You have a plan. You are a man with a plan. You are a woman with a plan. You stick to the plan. You seem like someone who's organized. You seem like somebody who can handle things, which is great for a job interview. Perfect for a job interview. Seriously, perfect for a job interview. If there's a Virgo rising and somebody else in the room, the Virgo rising is going to get that job, because y'all seem like you was the one that was made for the job, and that's on period. Y'all seem like the one that was made to be an entrepreneur, and that's on period. Like, y'all something about you. It's just very strategic. It's very strategic, but not in a open, in your face type of way. But when people really start to analyze you and watch how you move, you think. You're very thoughtful and very strategic with your actions, and that's something people are going to be attracted by you with. And then some of y'all can come off like you're perfect because, you know, Virgo equals perfection, that whole thing. But I mean, it's kind of true because you guys have the eye for detail. So I see a lot of the times you seem like somebody who could be very observant, somebody who can just look like that you're looking at someone. I always say the best detective would make somebody who has a mixture of Virgo and Scorpionic energy together, because naturally these two energies are very detective like, they clock everything, nothing, you know, you look at all the details and you go dive deep with it, you know what I'm saying? So with the Virgo energy, you look like somebody who cares about the details and the way that you dress. You know, you make sure you do the little things that people can see or that people can notice. If people really did notice all the time, they would see the details. Okay, you look like you have an eye for art. You know how to see the potential in things. You have a good eye. You know what I'm saying? People would come off like you have a good eye, like you are good at perceiving things and you have a good observation skills and stuff of that nature. And this is kind of the vibes that you guys give off when people are first meeting you. You seem like somebody who is accomplished and who's down to help, who's down to like assist, and who really you can rely on. You seem like somebody who's reliable, and that's something that's great about you guys. So when it comes to Libra rising, first things first, you're beautiful. I don't care. You guys are gorgeous. You guys are beautiful. Seriously. Your planet is Venus, the planet of love, beauty, attraction, magnetism, relationships, how we reel people in, and the things that we love in general. That is what is on your first house of who you are, and your body and your physical appearance and your personality. You guys are just like these walking modelly looking things, like, you know, the whole symmetrical thing, the whole balance thing, you know, balance equals beauty, symmetric equals beauty. You guys are just like well-rounded, okay, well-rounded, well-balanced, okay, good proportionate looking people. And when people first meet you, how they perceive you, you seem to be somebody who is fair. Somebody who is fair, somebody who is not too judgmental, someone who likes to keep the peace, someone who likes to bring people together, somebody who's also very smart, somebody who can be very sociable, and somebody who can be also a social butterfly, somebody who has great conversing skills. You know how to converse people, and you know how to, most importantly, woo people. I don't care, Libra energy. I don't care. Do not sit here in the comment section and try to tell me I don't know how to talk to people, I don't know how to this, Y, and Z, because that's a lie. And maybe you don't even know that you're lying to yourself when you say that, but you know how to talk to people, and you know how to make people feel like they're being flirted with. Naturally, people are going to assume, like, you could be the type of people where people all the time probably just assume that you're flirting with them, but you are probably just being yourself, okay? Because the way that you come off, you're very poised, okay? Very poised. It's like when you first meet people, elegant, like classy in the way that you speak. Like, this is the type of energy where you, like, people want to take you home to their parents because you just have this really charming way about you, this charming, wooing type of way. You guys seal the deal. Like, period. You guys seal the deal. That's on period. And like I said, yeah, your physical appearance is probably beautiful, but also the energy that you embody just screams beauty. It just screams, come hither, come here. Like, it just screams, wow, this person is a really cool person. Like, they're a dope person. And like I said, this is also air energy. Air is about the mental energy. Air is about communication. So you guys also seem like the type of people who are very smart, know exactly what to say. You come off as people who could also be like salesy. Like, it's almost like you're selling them something. It's like, it seems like you're selling people something when you're speaking, when you're not even trying to sell people something. You just seem like persuasive people, very persuasive people. And it just kind of seems like you also like to have a lot of fun, and you like to just enjoy life and to, you know, just find the pleasures in things too. And like I said, that mental energy definitely is strong. This is beauty and the brains type of energy. So you just come off as someone who is very harmonious. And I think that's what people like about you, because, you know, we see this a lot when it comes to like judgment and stuff of that nature. But you guys could be people who can really like have that type of personality where you can give everyone a chance. Like, you're gonna give everyone an equal opportunity to prove themselves to you. So that really makes people want to open up to you, and that's kind of the vibe that you give off when it comes to other people. Scorpio risings, tantalizing, hot, sexy, seductive, magnetic. You have this way about you and this energy about you that is just like this pulling thing. And I know people say that all the time. I know you're probably bored with it, but dude, it's true. I mean, you guys literally have like Pluto on your freaking face. Literally, you have Pluto on your face, you have Pluto on your body, you have Pluto on the way that you assert yourself in this life, you have Pluto on the way that you view things. You guys naturally are just, you know, you just come off as very powerful people, very powerful people. And it's like, it's not the type of power where you have to always say something to be able to command that power, to be able to have that power. Your aura, your energy, your presence is enough. This is walk in the room energy. People are just kind of like, who's that? Their heads automatically start turning, or they automatically start thinking things about you. People have this tendency to think a lot of things about you, and you're gonna have this effect on people where sometimes they can't handle it, because Scorpio energy is about diving deep. Scorpio energy is about uncovering stuff and getting to the bottom of stuff, getting it underneath the hood of the car, going down into the dirt. And people are gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, you are all up in my business, and you didn't even ask them anything. But people just look at you like, oh, this person is getting to know me. And like, some of those people are shady. So like, people feel that you can see right through them, and they get uncomfortable, and they're just like, oh my God. So they naturally, some people do not like you, and naturally some people just freaking love you, and they get obsessive about you. Like, and then sometimes you have people that are just kind of neutral with you, and they find you a cool person. But at the end of the day, you have this magnetic aura. You seem very powerful. You seem very intimidating, and then you could also seem like somebody in other points where you can come off like sexual, even if you're like not a sexual person or like whatever. Like, you just come off that way, like the way that you speak and interact with people. People also notice that you have this intensity in the way that you look at stuff. Like, your eyes, whether you believe it or not, are very intense. Like, you have a strong gaze, a deep gaze, okay? That deep, penetrative, scorpionic gaze that just gives you like, oh my God, this person is looking through my soul. I can't, like. You also seem like people who are not afraid to have those real talks. Like, you don't have this vibe where, yeah, you can be super friendly and you can be super cool, but you also seem like the type of person that likes to go deep. You know, you don't really come off as the type of person that's super shallow all the time, unless there's other stuff on the rising, which is like, you know, you can come off shallow, that's fine, you know, it's cool. But you know, you just are kind of like the type of person that comes off like with a certain level of depth. Like, you just seem like a deep person. Like, and it's like, you could say something really regular and people are gonna look at you like, wow, like, bro, that was deep, bro, that was deep. You just seem deep. Like, you just seem penetrating. Like, you just be people with your presence, and that's lit. And you could also just seem like someone who's mysterious, or like on the negative side, people can look at you and be like, oh my God, I can't trust that person. Like, people might just like, maybe you don't seem trustworthy. Maybe you just seem like you're holding a lot of stuff in. Like, maybe you're in the corner and people like, I don't know why this person is like not interacting with people. Why are they just off into the corner? But really, you're probably just like in your own world thinking about life and what life means and stuff. I don't know. People could have a lot of ideas about you, but just know that you have a very strong vibe about you. So if you ever get reactions from people that way, just know that's kind of what's happening. So when it comes to Sag rising, you know, this is a fire sign. This is Jupiter energy. So when people first see you and like how you first interact with people, you seem like someone who's very big. Like, super big. And I like, you know, it could be physically big. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you could be like a huge person, nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying, as long as you're happy. And you can also just be a big person in the way that you just fill the room. Like, your energy just fills the room. Jupiter expands and just keeps on going and going and going, and you guys just have this expansive, really kind of just like transformative energy about you that really can just excite people and bring people in. You seem like a person that has a lot of wisdom. You seem like the type of person that is really fun. It's like you're the type of person that comes off like you've seen the world, like you've done it all, and you have so many stories and so many experiences. You seem like a well-traveled person, a well-experienced person, and people want to hear you talk. Like, people want to hear you tell your stories. People want to hear your wisdom. People want to hear the way that you interact. Like, you seem like a very fun person. You seem like you like to have fun. You seem like you like to have a great time, and you just seem like somebody who's very optimistic, very positive. You don't seem like someone who necessarily is crying every night to sleep. Like, I have a Sag rising, and when I was depressed, some people had no idea that I was depressed, and I was mad. I'm like, how do you not know that I was depressed? But really, it was because even through my depression, I was trying to find the positive in why I was going through what I was going through. Hey, and hence why you kind of get your wisdom, because Jupiter kind of expands the way that you see the world. So naturally, with every bad thing that could happen to you, you're the type of person that's going to be like, you know what, but without this thing that happened to me, I would never be this person, so it was a blessing in disguise, period. And you're going to have this natural way about you that almost just screams like spiritual guru, or just a really knowledgeable person. Maybe some of your body parts can just pop out really big. Like, I knew this one Sag rising, they had a really huge smile. I know another Sag rising, they have huge eyes. Like, something about you is big. And I know that Sag also rules like the thighs, right? So you guys can have like nice legs, nice thighs, and the way that you walk, the way that you kind of do your thing, you kind of can come off as somebody who is not to be played with, because this is fire energy, and it's like that archer energy. Y'all could shoot somebody if you want to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could shoot somebody with your little arrow if you want to, you know what I'm saying? You have this like graceful way that you walk, and you just seem like the type of person that's down to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're definitely life of the party vibes too. It's like all the fire signs you want to just invite to your party because it's lit, and you just seem like the type of person that knows how to have a good time, knows a lot about life, and the key word is knows. You just know a lot of stuff. And on the negative side, you can come off as like a know-it-all. Okay, you can come off as somebody who's a little bit obnoxious on the negative side, but on the positive side, you just seem like somebody who's really cool, really interesting, and knows a lot about life. Capricorn rising. So you guys just seem like someone who is well known. It's like you guys seem like you're distinguished, and like you seem like how you come off to people, you just come off like you know what's going on. You know what's happening. You know what's going on. You seem accomplished. You seem distinguished. You seem like somebody who is elevated in society for some reason. Like, you look like a CEO of something. These are like the kids that walk around like they're 32 and already have a $2 million business. Like, you know, the way that you carry yourself, it's almost like you naturally just seem like you have an authority thing in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the type of person that could have been like 15 and 16, and you just look like the type of person that was like the camp counselor. Like, you look like somebody who people genuinely like want to listen to. You seem like a genuine natural leader. Like, oh yeah, this person knows what they're talking about. Like, you might not know any of what you're talking about, but people are gonna come over to you and come walking over to you like, hey, do you know where to go? And then you're just gonna be like, I mean, sure, like, you could probably go here and here. And they're like, oh my god, thanks so much. Like, you just seem like somebody who belongs in a leadership position. Very naturally. You seem like someone who is hardworking, someone who's practical. You know, all those classic words: practical, hardworking, they love the status, sometimes clout chasing. You know, you're the type of person that doesn't want to fail. You don't seem like you want to fail. You seem like you want to succeed, and you want to be the best at what you do. You seem like you're the type of person who, you're not really in competition with a bunch of people. You're in a competition with yourself, and you're trying to outdo yourself as much as possible. You didn't really come here to have like a basic life and a basic understanding of what this life means. Like, you seem like the type of person that knows and understands that they're gonna put in a lot of work, and they're gonna make something happen. They're gonna build something out of nothing to make their life amazing, or at least that's how you come off. That's how you view the world. That's like the goal and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, Capricorn rising, sometimes you guys can come off a little cold. To keep a G with you, Saturn, like sometimes you guys can come off very cold, a little bit standoffish, a little bit shy, you know, sometimes you guys can be confident, and sometimes I definitely can feel the vibes where it's like you guys can come off a little bit cold. So keep that in mind. If you don't mind that, you know, I'm just letting you know. But if you do mind that, then like keep in mind, like add a little bit of warmth and temperature to your aura when you're first meeting new people, because some people can kind of be like, you know, a little scared to talk to you because they could be like, oh, I don't know, like if that person likes me or whatever. But it's just because your energy is just a little bit cold. So definitely, and cold, you know, we need the cold, we need the heat, we need everything, you know what I'm saying? So everything has its place and time. So I would just say keep that in mind about yourself. But in general, you just seem like somebody who's very accomplished, celebrity-like, and just like it could be very attractive in a way too, because that accomplishment is kind of like, even though Capricorn's a feminine sign, like it's masculine in the way that you just, it's like authority. It's like, yes, I like that person. My Aquarius, okay, the Aquarius rising. You guys are like the hardest people to characterize when it comes to like how you guys come off, because truly, it really depends on every Aquarius rising, because you guys literally are the epitome of uniqueness and standing out, thinking outside the box, trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone in the way that you express yourself and the things that you want to create and the way that your mind works. It just kind of works in this very visionary type of way, and people kind of tap into that when they first see you. It's like, you look weird. You just look weird, and weird is so good. Sometimes people will find it offensive when I call them weird, but I really don't mean it in like a negative connotation at all. I mean it in the best way possible. You guys have this way about you that just is very different. We haven't seen it before. You know, Aquarius energy, it's about innovation, it's about progression, it's about kind of like this mental, not quite, well, logical, but also it's also intuitive at the same time. So you can come off as this very like mentally stimulating person, someone you can have very out of the box conversations with. You seem like someone who can be sometimes a little bit cold but also friendly, depending on the Aquarius rising, right? But it's kind of like you guys just look unique. It's like something on your body, something about your face, something about your personality is very unique and very distinguishable. You know, somebody's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's that person. Like if somebody was gonna describe you, everyone is always gonna know who you're talking about, because you're gonna have something about you that's just like unique. Maybe you have like a big mole on the side of your face, or like maybe your whole head is shaved, like maybe you're bald, like maybe you just have this, you know, it's kind of like the supermodel look, or like you could be lengthy, like lanky, tall, skinny people. You could look like aliens, like legit like alien people, like you look literally like an alien, like you have a big head or something. Like I don't know, you guys can look very alien like, or just very like not cool kid, but it's kind of like, I don't know, you just seem chill, man. You just seem chill, you just seem cool, you just seem like, and some people are gonna judge you and whatever, and then some people are gonna really admire your uniqueness and really admire the way that you embrace yourself, because you're just very, you're the future. It's like I said, you guys are literally wearing the future on your face. So that's exciting, that's amazing. It's beautiful. There's something oddly beautiful about each and every one of you, whether it's your body, whether it's your face, whether it's your personality, whether it's how you dress, how you talk to people. Speaking of talking to people, you usually come up with like the best ideas. It's like you have the best ideas because you have that out of the box thinking and that out of the box worldview. The art that you create is something that no one has seen before. Like it's truly beautiful. Like it's very beautiful. You guys are amazing people, and like I said, you're really good at like socializing too. Like you might not be the best at like super, super, super deep. Let me tell you all my information right off the bat. Like, let me get you all up in my emotions and vulnerabilities type of thing. But it is kind of like really creating a solid group of friends and having a solid like community around you and stuff, and somebody who could come off as someone who's caring about like the community, caring about something, caring about a cause. It's like you're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for other people, you're doing it for your family, you're doing it for your friends, you're doing it for your community, you're doing it for your fan base, like whatever the case is. It's like you think about multiple people, and I think people really do truly appreciate that about you. Sometimes on the negative side, sometimes you guys can come off a little bit egocentric and kind of like, I'm too cool for school. Like, you know, like sometimes on the negative, you guys can be that way. Like, I'm different. Yeah. But at the same time, you guys are different. You guys are unique. And I think that's something that's completely amazing and beautiful about you guys. My opposite energy. And last but not least, my Pisces rising. So you guys, honestly, it's cliche, but you guys come off hypnotic. It's like when people look at you, when you make eye contact with people, it's very otherworldly, and not quite in the alien way like it could be, but it's kind of like, it's like another being. It's almost like you're another being. It feels like you're another entity. It feels like you're almost a dream. It's kind of like when people are looking at you or connecting with your energy, you seem like someone who's very just like in another world. Like naturally you seem like someone who's in another world. When people look at you, they're just like, oh, that person's spiritual. You look spiritual. Whatever that means, it's like you guys look spiritual, or you look peaceful. You look very zenful. You look zenned out. You don't look like someone who's stressed all the time. You look like someone who's in a dream world. You seem like someone who has a really creative, artistic worldview. Like maybe it's like whatever you're wearing, or the makeup that you're wearing, like, or whatever the case is, how you express yourself, how you talk. It just seems like you're a very creative, artistic individual, and people just automatically assume that you have a lot of artistic talents and a lot of creative talents. You just look like someone who could really see how something could be and imagine that. And you know, people want to come to you and are drawn to that energy because they're like, oh, this person can teach me how to really create this thing, you know? It's like you're the idea person, you're the visionary person, you're the person that has this vibe about them that's like, oh no, this person truly does care. This person truly does care. This person really feels me. They get it. You know, you could come off as somebody who is empathic, somebody who has psychic abilities, because the way that you can read people is absolutely amazing. This is Neptunian energy. On the negative side, people can look at you like you're like, you don't know what you're talking about, or like you're an escapist, you're like, maybe you're always on drugs, or like you're always zoned out, like you're not focused enough, whatever the case is. But you know, that's just the negative of how people could view you and your first impression. Like people might not take you seriously when it comes to like the job thing. Like you might not look like, oh, a professional worker. You kind of just look like somebody who's like chill, you know what I'm saying? But when you actually get to know you, people have this tendency to kind of project their own things onto you, okay? And sometimes for some people, it's like you might not know exactly who you are or exactly what energy you're giving out, because some of y'all don't necessarily have a deep connection with yourself, because it just feels like you're everything in existence. So that's just something to keep in mind when it comes to your energy. You just seem like someone who's very mystical, someone who is very spiritual, someone who's very peaceful. It's like the Janae Aiko type of person. You know, when we think of her, we just think of this like spiritual, aesthetic type of person, someone who's very peaceful, someone who knows how to calm people down, who knows how to like, you almost seem like witchy, like in a good way. Like I have nothing against witches. Like obviously I'm a witch, you feel me? So you just come off like kind of witchy, like male or female. You know how to bewitch people. You know how to like be hypnotic when it comes to people, and like people can be hypnotized by your energy. This is Neptunian energy that we're talking about here. Like Neptune literally is dreams. Neptune is fantasy. Neptune is illusion and delusion. Neptune is drugs and alcohol. It's the glamorous life. It's celebrity life. Some of y'all can also look like someone who is out of a movie, okay? You look like glammed up, you feel me? Or maybe one day you look like something and another day you look like another thing. Maybe the look that you have is inconsistent, or like just something about you just kind of just looks very otherworldly, glamorous. Like you just look like, it's like you walking on the street and you just look like you somebody. You look like you somebody different. People can feel your energy, and it's very warm, it's opening, it's sometimes it could be a little chaotic, but it's cool. People like it. And yeah. But yeah, guys, that was how you come off based off of your rising sign, how people feel about you, how people see you, the real tea on what's going on here. So if you loved that video, if you liked that video, if you want more of these type of videos, comment down below, like this video up, show me, you know, engage with your girl, you feel me? We trying to get this fam up, and we're so close to 200K. So keep on subscribing, and I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful. And if you want more videos, more content, more posts, definitely subscribe to my Patreon, and we are going to just talk about all types of tea and all types of information and resources that I have when it comes to astrology and magic and all types of stuff. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.